So we went to the cinema tonight and we watched the brand new release. It is Don't Worry, Darling. Now, it's been in the news. There's been loads of controversy surrounding it. We're not going to touch upon that because I'm sure you're all up to date on your gossip.
Well, it doesn't matter neither. Don't matter about how good the film is. All the controversy behind the making of the film and that has nothing to do with the finished product, does it?
Okay, so, well, let's wait. Okay, hold off. I'm not holding back because he's desperate to tell you his view. So a 1950s housewife living with her husband in a utopian experimental community begins to worry that his glamorous company could be hiding disturbing secrets. So we went to see this tonight. I'd say it was a relatively busy cinema, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was packed. To be fair, it was packed.
It was packed. It was mostly female.
Yeah, 98% women.
Yeah, 98% women. Not that we were complaining. But the movie, okay, let's get on to it. Before we do, actually, the only thing that kind of, I felt a little bit uneasy going into the pictures, right, into the cinema. And the reason I felt uneasy was the guy in front of us at the confectionery stand, do we say?
Yeah.
Ordered a large combo, and when the man said, "What would you like to drink?" he said, "Half Fanta, half Coke."
Yeah, that's too weird.
I would love to know if anybody is listening to this. Do you do that? Is that something that you do? Half Fanta, half Coke. And you know those cinema drinks, they are huge. That is sickly. What colour is it?
I personally think that if anyone does do that, they should keep it to themselves.
Well, that guy didn't. He was flaunting it, wasn't he?
He was all out in public with it, wasn't he?
So, don't worry, darling.
Hang out of the zipper, like, he didn't care. He's like, check out my gross.
Check out my mixed drink and my piece. So, don't worry, darling. I'm going to throw it over to Cockney John. Cockney John, don't worry, darling, what we're saying.
No.
And there you have it, folks. That's why you listen to Adam and Cockney John's Big Movie Podcast for the in-depth reviews, such as nah. I mean, could you imagine the movie poster of Don't Worry, Darling?
Nah.
Adam and Cockney John's Big Movie Podcast? Nah. So, right, come on. We won't dwell on this.
I mean, the big thing about the film that everyone is talking about is Harry Styles is in it. And now,
shout out Harry Styles if you're listening.
Story of my life. I made a rubbish film. He's a good singer.
Great singer.
No. He's got a good career. You know, he's not an actor.
He's got a good career.
Yeah, yes. He's done well. He's done well. He's doing well for himself.
Yeah.
But he's not an actor. And that film, really, the only way it could work was through the actors telling the story well enough, because so much of it was supposed to be psychological and stuff like that. So you're supposed to follow the story through their reactions and their emotions.
And you didn't believe Styles?
God, no. I mean, I weren't the only one. There's one scene, this ain't a spoiler, he gets angry. Now, I would say 50 people started laughing spontaneously when that happened.
Yeah, I have to say, it was a very surreal cinema feeling where, you know, everyone in there was laughing at what was supposed to be a very serious scene, because it was it did seem like he was a little bit out of his depth.
Just stop it.
Just stop it. I am a massive Harry Styles fan, always have been. Ever since we first met, you know I was a directioner, and, you know, you gave me serious needle for that. But let's try and pick out some positives. The style of the movie was really good. It was fresh. The music was good. Florence Pugh, who's the main girl,
amazing actress.
You know, amazing actress. But focusing on the film as a whole,
no,
trash. Listen, I have got to be honest with you. When I pay my money, obviously we've got that cinema card now, but when I go to the cinema and I give up my time, I will do whatever I can to find the positives, to try and pretend I didn't just waste 2 hours of my life.
Yeah.
Because there's better things I could be doing. It was one of the very few times that in the halfway point, I thought to myself, I really don't understand why this has been made. I don't understand why I'm sat here. Why is Cockney John touching my leg?
I literally spent the last half an hour trying to make you laugh. Yeah. That was it. I was done with the film.
I mean, listen, we tell you the truth on Adam and Cockney John's Big Movie Podcast. And the thing is, moving forward, we hope that if you've listened to this and you were tempted to go and see it, maybe we've saved you time. If you go and see it and you think differently, we would love to hear from you. Join the Adam and Cockney John's Big Movie Podcast Facebook page. But our ratings to finish this review, I will kick us off. And even though I love Harry Styles, even though Florence Pugh was absolutely amazing in the lead role, Olivia Wilde, the director, directed a film a couple of years ago called Booksmart, which was absolutely brilliant. It's getting one Harry Stamper from me.
Yeah, I mean, you've been very clear, I'm not allowed to give zeros.
I think zeros, no, because at the end of the day, do you know like the credits where so many people have worked on the film? I feel like zero would be too harsh.
But it was boring.
Not just boring.
There were bits that were awful, and the bits that weren't awful were boring.
Yeah. I mean, if you want it in a nutshell.
Except for what's her name, the lead?
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh. It's that every time she was on screen, she controlled everything.
She was brilliant. She was brilliant.
And you could see her talent.
100%.
But it's a real pity that her talent was, in my opinion, just wasted.
So, your rating?
1.
1 Sandy.
Yeah, 1 Sandy.
To give you a very quick...
Stranded at the drive-in, bro.
To give you an extremely quick Adam and Cockney John summary, it was basically a terrible Truman Show mixed with a terrible Matrix, mashed together to make Don't Worry Darling. And we are disappointed, but at the end of the day, we have taken the bullet there. We have sat through in our own time, and we hope that we have saved you precious time. There are amazing movies out there. One we're going to share with you very shortly. Don't Worry Darling is going to be forgotten about, unfortunately.
Yeah.